Let's make some history.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Natsu Taikai Nissan Niju Yonen. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the Warren, accompanied by Sachi Bubbles, representing True Love, Usa-chan.
Welcome to the Season 23 preseason, and it is the first ever Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tournament. It is the Natsu Taikai, the counterpart to the old Shogatsu Taikai. And hopefully this is being presented to you either on or directly after the summer solstice, as we celebrate the longest day of the year, and in a good chunk of the North American continent, an absolute bloody heat wave. So we've come over to Japan, where it's usually even hotter. We're not smart, is what I'm saying, when we pick our locations ahead of time. We are in the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan, looking for the first ever Summer Tournament champion, who will receive a red leather championship belt that she will get to carry for the next 365 days, as we continue in our quest for parity among our divisions.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, the mistress of 1,000 holds, Akira Murray.
So many firsts in this woman's career. The first AWL Joshi champion, the first AWL Joshi Tag Team champion, first woman to hold those belts simultaneously. Now looking to become the first ever Grand Slam champion of the Joshi division. That will only be possible after tonight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Triple Crown champions in the Animated Wrestling League in this tournament. That means you've held the Joshi title, the Joshi Tag Team title, and either one of the Contenders Championships. The first ever Joshi Grand Slam will be tonight. Beautiful Hurricane Rana, and we are actually celebrating the history of the AWL Joshi division with our match scheduling tonight, because this match features two great veterans of the division. Both Akira Merune in the purple and black and Usa-chan in the very, very pink have been here since the very beginning of the Animated Wrestling League. Also point out a couple of extra records involved here. Akira Merune holds the record for most title defenses of the Joshi Championship at 9, as well as most title reigns at 4. Usa-chan holds the record for most tag team title reigns, as I think she does at least, yes. Co-holds it with Tiger and Bunny at 2 title reigns, and the Queens of Wrestling also at 2. So they are tied for the record of most title defenses of the tag team titles in a single reign. Kick out. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of numbers and stats for you tonight, because you know what? That's what I kind of like about professional wrestling, is that you can have these histories. You can have this, you know, this is what happened when these two wrestled like 7 years ago. In fact, it was a mistake. It was a strategic miscalculation by Usa-chan in the ladder match to crown the first ever Joshi champion that allowed the Mistress of 1,000 Holds to climb the ladder, to grab that Joshi Championship belt and cement herself in the history book. So this is a very personal matchup for these two veterans, and we're looking right now at the Usagi DDT. Now the winner of this tournament is going to have to wrestle 4 matches in one night. We've never asked the women of the AWL to do that before. And hang on here, cover 1, 2, Referee a little bit slow to get into position there. Referee Hana Baba Ganoush of the Baba Ganoush wrestling family will have the call all night. We will also have increasing time limits as we continue through the rounds of this tournament, with the finals, the grand final, being a 30-minute championship match time limit. In the event of a time limit draw at any stage of the tournament, both wrestlers are eliminated. You do not get to fluke your way, at least you're not going to tie your way, you're not going to Broadway your way into the AWL Natsu Taikai Championship. Inverted figure 4 leg lock here, a very dominant position. Oh, looking to, oh, great bridge out, almost a reverse bridge by Usachan to escape that hold. Well done. Betty Bubbles on the outside, of course. Seconds are allowed here in this tournament. Into the cover here, we got 1, 2, kick out. 6.5 minutes on the clock, 10-minute time limit in these 8, that's right, 8 opening matches. We are going to have 16 women from AWL Hontai and AWL Strong and Free going up against each other in singles competition. We also have several first-time ever matchups tonight, including our next match, but we will get to that momentarily. In less than 6 minutes, we're going to get to that, actually. Usachan spending a little too much time here celebrating. She's got a plan. Go high angle lariat! As one of the most important things to do in wrestling, be able to change levels whenever possible. Wrestling is three-dimensional human chess. At least that's what it's become in this generation. Drop down. A message to a woman who is returning to the league tonight, Amy Wade, the sharpshooter, the very Canadian move, and it causes a tap out right in front of her girlfriend. That has got to be just personally damaging, to tap out right in front of the love of your life. And turnover, sharpshooter, Sasori Gatame, Scorpion Deathlock, whatever you want to call it.
Here's your winner, Akira Marinette.
I don't know. I'd have to take another look at the bracket to see if it's possible that we'll have Amy Wade versus Akira Marinette tonight. It could happen. I'm not entirely sure. Stay tuned for that. Our first time matchup, first ever meeting between Maxi Impaler and Black Tigress in singles action.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Natsu Taikai Nisen Nichijounen, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way from the wasteland, they are the reigning National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, Max Impaler.
And they hold one of 5 championship belts that will be showcased tonight. The AWL Natsu Taikai AWL tournaments, as always, the best of the best, the creme de la creme of professional wrestling. And this is, in fact, a champion versus champion match, though for many reasons, title's not on the line, obviously.
And their opponents, fighting on the Black Tiger Dojo. They are one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling Joshi Tag Team Champions, Black Tigress.
Black Tigress Tag Team Championship victory at the season finale of Season 22, along with Black Tiger Queen, who will definitely be competing in this tournament a little bit later, defeating the ladies of Lucha, Joya and Lupe Peligro. Lupe Peligro also in this tournament, to become undefeated as a tag team, Joshi Tag Team Champions. Undefeated season in Season 22. We are still awaiting the Forge the 4 tournament, which will determine new Best 4 rankings for the men's and women's tag team division. Max the Impaler, they were also a tag team champion earlier in Season 22 with the Wasteland War Party. So going after the knee immediately, using those ropes, pushing the rules. Disqualifications are in effect, as are countouts in these tournament bouts. Going up here, reversal into a cutter. I think half a second of hesitation there by Black Tigress. I don't think she quite knew what she was going to do. That might be a case of inexperience. Thought she was going for a famouser, hit the stomp instead, showing incredible leaping ability. Enziguri by the non-binary Nightmare. As we conclude the opening minute of this contest. Going up into the powerbomb. And they hit a sit-out last ride, but the arm of Black Tigress drapes under the bottom rope, and in the AWL, that's all you need to do. You must break the plane of the ropes. Oh, diving shoulder tackle. They are not a person who flies when you take one look at them, but Max the Impaler incredibly talented, and that's because Max the Impaler is a journey wrestler. They have gone around the world, National Wrestling Alliance, Tokyo Joshi Pro. They brought belts from both of those promotions here to the Animated Wrestling League, here in the AWL as well. So we're taking a look at the future of Joshi Wrestling, the future of professional wrestling in general, in my opinion. Black Tigress willing to thought for a second willing to accept a count out there. Probably realizing that was not going to add any... That was not going to work. That was not going to be a 20 count. And looks like Black Tiger Buster on the outside. That's usually a match ender inside the ring. I don't know what Black Tiger... Oh, no. Package pile driver on the outside. God, that just shows how little these Black Tigers give a damn about anyone other than themselves. Black Tigress in and out of the ring is going to break the count. Get us back into the action. Full 20 count on the outside now. Side Russian leg sweep. Putting Max the Impaler down on their back on the outside. I think Black Tiger's going for the count-out win here. Gonna have to do a lot of damage to the Warrior from the Wasteland in order to make that happen. This is the Natsu Taikai. This is the first ever women's annual tournament in the Animated Wrestling League. It's been a long time coming, way too long if you ask me. Electric chair! But this tournament is your opportunity to write yourself into AWL history. There will be future tournaments. There will be future champions. But there will only be one first champion. And again, now I don't know what the strategy is here now. I don't think, maybe it's not a ring out. Maybe a run back in at the last second. I don't know. I mean, that's not going to work. Max the Impaler, they're still standing. 6 minutes on the clock now. Black Tigress pacing the ring like a caged tiger, quite literally. As soon as Max the Impaler gets their bearings back, Black Tigress back out for the fight. Now remember, in the case of the time limit draw, both wrestlers are eliminated. I'm going to have to reiterate that all night. And then all of our wrestlers are briefed on any special rules before any stipulation match, and we consider tournament bouts to be stipulation matches because of that rule. That time limit draw is double elimination. But for that matter, any kind of a double count out or a double disqualification would also eliminate both wrestlers from the tournament. And we just have to adjust the brackets. That means that Somebody gets a bye through the quarterfinals. It's undesirable. It's undesirable but unavoidable in that situation. Stomp on the arm now. Max the Impaler, they are back on top, doing damage, absorbing all of the punishment done on the outside by Black Tigress. That's unbelievable. Has led to them being a dominant outsider force in the Animated Wrestling League Joshi division. Let's actually take a quick look over here. Max the Impaler, where are they? 18 wins and only 6 losses in their AWL career. Black Tigress, on the other hand, 11 wins and 4 losses. So a slightly better win-loss ratio for her, but a better overall record for them. Black Tigress driver. The Black Tigress driver for the 1-2. Well, women and everybody else gonna go for it again. He thought there was a Black Tigress. Never mind. Alabama Slammer. Is the Wasteland near Alabama? You know, I would believe it if it were. I'd absolutely believe that. Max the Impaler over the shoulder. Pile driver. Fans want one more time, but Max thinks they've got it here. 1, 2, 3. They've done it. One of the 2 Black Tigers in this tournament has been eliminated.
Here is your winner, Max the Impaler.
But that was so far the longest preliminary round match. That's going to be a factor later on. This is a one-night tournament, 4 matches for the winner and finalist. All for Dr. Jigoku. Both of Dr. Jigoku's augments are in this tournament.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the
Well, that's interesting. First belt.
Scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Dr. Jigoku, hiding out of the laboratory,
wait a minute.
representing your augments. He is the reigning Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, Project Titan.
Well, Project Titan is the Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion. That is a contender's title. However, Dr. Jigoku apparently deciding unilaterally not to allow his augment to wear her championship belt so that it can more focus on this tournament. Now, as with all Animated Wrestling League tournaments, you know, win the tournament or do very well, you're putting yourself into top contention for next season. So maybe this is a belt and suspenders strategy, wanting Project Titan to have 2 paths to the AWL Joshi Championship. I don't know. I'm not a mad genius, so I probably shouldn't be guesstimating, that's what I went for. What the heck Dr. Jigoku is thinking. Meanwhile, we're going to literally one of the first women ever hired by this company.
And her opponent, making her way from the light side of the June Spicy, accompanied by Yang. She is one half of the original tag team, Yin and Yang! Yin!
Yeah, Yin. Yin's the one actually wrestling. Anyway, yeah, so used to announcing these 2 as a tag team, Yin is going to be the one wrestling. Yang, unfortunately, did not qualify. Just barely missed the cutoff this year for the Natsu Taikai. But as seconds are permitted in the Natsu Taikai, Yang will be in the corner of her sister. As They both enter the ring. A little bit of a show off for the crowd. First tag team, first dedicated tag team act ever hired by the Animated Wrestling League. And the first women ever hired by the promotion as well. Good defense to start us off here. Maybe not the most exciting beginning of the contest, but a good delaying tactic by Yin as Project Titan hits the power advantage with a clubbing blow right to the chest. Stomping away now. Same 10-minute time limit in effect in this match as well. We now know that the first quarterfinal of the tournament is going to be Max the Impaler versus the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Akira Merune. Winner of this match will enter the second quarterfinal bout. Atomic drop, and yes, that hurts for girls too. Don't be mistaken there. And wait a minute, going very quickly. Satoaza duality driver. 1, 2. Referee may be slightly late on the count there on the duality driver. Maybe thinking full circle. Yes, full circle. No! Water in the pool. Project Titan escaping the full circle. At the last possible second, answering with a Titanabomb. High stack off of the Titanabomb. Dr. Jigoku very happy with that for at least 2 seconds. As happy as Dr. Jigoku is capable of being, that is. Crowd chatting, we're not worthy. I disagree. If you're an AWL fan, you're worthy of all of this and a whole lot more. I wish I could give it to you. Irish whip off the ropes. Collision in mid-ring. Project Titan, not a finesse wrestler, not a scientific wrestler by any stretch of the imagination. Take a look at the win-loss records here. 38-31, ratio of +7 for Yin as she hits that Yin spin. Great vertical loop to get all the way up to the head of Project Titan. Project Titan, on the other hand, 14-8, ratio of +6, 1-2, kick out. So Yin, obviously with years more experience in the ring than Project Titan. I believe actually when there's that full circle, second time does not connect. Yin has got to come up with another strategy. The full circle is not working. And we know Project Titan from this position likes that Ushigoroshi. Yep, he Satoaza Ushigoroshi. Crowd chanting one more time, thinking it's going to take more than one to put Yin away. I'm not entirely sure. 1, 2, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. It would have taken one more to put away the warrior from the light side of the human psyche. Referee starts the 20 count. Project Titan deciding not to fly. And I think that's a good strategic decision by Project Titan. The Augments are not high flyers. They're powerhouses. They're steamrollers. Some of them I think might actually literally be part steamroller. They don't do well off of the top rope. Yin not doing well off the top rope either today, but that could be nerves. I hate to say it for the veteran like Yin, but this is a prestigious tournament. This is, as I've said, your chance to write yourself into history. As you can see, that concrete ominously close at that part of the ringside area, the entrance ramp. We are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the AWL Battle Zone. The AWL Arena back in Japan hosted the season finale last season. So the tournament comes here. 1, 2, and a rope break. Referee thankfully sees it. Project Titan computing what happened. Dr. Jigoku not happy about that. I don't blame him for it either. Yin, that is the veteran instinct, able to know exactly where you are in the ring. That's your ring awareness, your ring sense. You know exactly where you are, you know exactly how many steps you are from the ropes, and you don't even have to think about it. You don't even think of it in number, you just know. It's instinct. It takes years to develop. That's why professional wrestling training itself can take years. Arm drag, simple but effective by Yin, maybe trying to build up some steam here. Lariato!
5 minutes past.
Halfway through the time limit now to the international announce tables on the outside. The Canadian announce team has already scarpered. They're the ones who do it in French because, you know, the French are cowards. We all know that. I'm kidding. I'm mostly kidding. The French announce table, the French-Canadian announce table swept clean. Evil intentions. I will remind you that disqualifications are in effect in this match, and Yang doing something at ringside. I don't know if that's going to count. A little bit of spirit walking, shadow walking by Yin and Yang. Normally that's Yang's trick. Yin able to manipulate the light just as well as Yang manipulates the dark, I suppose. 4 minutes on the clock. Oh no, what is this going to be? A pile driver? Oh by God, it's going to be a power slam. That was going to be a pile driver. And for the second time, thinking Ushigoroshi, Project Titan looking to end this match. Superte, Jigoku Hakase for Tameni. All forward, Dr. Jigoku, he thought there was a fireman's carry. Ushigo, no! Yin able to get out. Single leg takedown. Takes the giant off her feet. That's how you wrestle a larger opponent. Everyone's the same height when they're flat on their back. And Yin determined to get a high flying spot in here tonight. That might be a mistake. And I think she realized it. A duality driver right now would be very useful. Another arm drag. And no, you're not going to win a match on an arm drag. Sorry. Into the cover. No duality driver here. It's going straight for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Yin just won a wrestling match with an arm drag. That's either really good or really bad, and I'm not entirely sure which.
Here's the winner, Yin!
Well, congratulations either way to the warrior of the light side of the human psyche, Yin. She will face a psychopath. Heidi Howitzer, Shinda Akuko. You might not want to let children watch this match. This is going to get nuts.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Natsu Taikai Nisten 24 men scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, getting her women from the wasteland, Heidi Howitzer.
Heidi Howitzer, the other half of the AWL tag team, the Wasteland War Party. Well, they're an international tag team. They wrestle everywhere. And this is our first time ever match of the evening. First time these two have gone one-on-one in an AWL ring or anywhere else for that matter. Shinda Akuko, an AWL original. Heidi Howitzer, one of our outsiders. Former AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion, former challenger to the AWL Joshi Championship as well. The Wasteland War Party in the last couple of seasons have made themselves a stalwart act in this division.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from really none of your business, Shinda Akuko.
The barely controlled tag team partner of Akira Mederne, who has already qualified for the quarterfinals. Contracted to AWL Strong and Free, Shinda Akuko 11-9 in AWL competition. Heidi Howitzer 13-5. So +2 meets +8 in the AWL record books. But this isn't going to be a match where statistics are going to come into play. This is two women who are going to absolutely beat on each other for 10 minutes or less until one of them can't move. And I think they're both going to enjoy it, and I mean that sexually. And immediately going for that tombstone pile driver, Heidi Howitzer, the Wasteland Warrior. This could be the shortest match in... No, that's not a move you go to at the very opening of the contest. That could have been the fastest match in history. About 15 seconds that would have been, had that worked. And match time is a big deal in these kind of marathon nights, because the less time you wrestle now in the qualifying match, the more energy you have for the quarterfinal. Less time you wrestle in the quarters, more time you have for more energy you have for the semis. Less time in the semis, more time you have for that exhausting fourth and final match. Pile driver, exchange of pile drivers. We've seen over the seasons with Shinda Akiko, ever since her debut, that she does not give a flying crap about the necks of her opponent. In fact, pile drivers, vertebreakers. She loves to target the neck of the opponent. Now some headbutts. That's going to result in a fine, but the Wasteland Warriors have never given a crap about that either. These are two don't-care wrestlers. They're just here to fight. These are two people that if they weren't professional wrestling, they'd be in jail for felonious assault. Like I said, first time ever matchup, the catching choke slam, only leading to a 2 count. And I would not be worried about this match going the full 10-minute time limit, folks. Heidi Howitzer looking to do something stupid. Tope suicida crossbody. Turning herself in mid-air, maximum impact. Making it impossible for any kind of escape there. Indie neckbreaker on the outside. You cannot win the match out here, but you can certainly lose it. 20 count in effect up against the crowd barricade, and we have shipped in the Japanese crowd barricade, by the way. Don't worry, we'll be back to our bike racks next season for AWL Strong and Free. Don't worry. We have also repaired the French-Canadian announce table. VV. 7:30 left now. Referees count up to 7, coming up on the halfway point of the count. As Heidi Howitzer thinking, I'm going to do something even dumber than a tope suicida. Elbow drop from the top. I'd say that's outside of Heidi's usual style, but this is the woman who threw herself from the ring through a ladder in order to retain the Joshi Tag Team Champions. Another catching goozle into the choke slam. The power of Heidi Howitzer. 1, 2, 3. Good night, Shinda Akiko. Heidi Howitzer advances, will face Yin in the quarterfinals. And we are halfway through the preliminary round of the Oshogatsu Taikai.
Here is your winner, Heidi Howitzer.
Heidi Howitzer picking up a big win, looking to be the first Natsu Taikai champion. A championship belt that she would get to carry around literally all year until the next tournament. The second augment enters the battle. Will Project Kaiju fare better than Project Titan at 13 and 10? I'm not entirely sure. But facing a mere human in this match.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Natsu Taikai Nissan Ninja Yokan scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Dr. Jigoku, fighting out the board by representing the augment, you know this part already, Project Kaiju!
Dr. Jigoku a little more quiet this time, thankfully. Nothing to brag about with Project Kaiju as of late. 13-10, a failed attempt at the AWL Joshi Championship, a failed attempt at the AWL Canadian National Championship late last season as well. We'll see if this creature makes it to the second round of the Natsu Taikai tournament. Do I really have to explain what Subite Jikoku Hakase no Tameni means anymore? I certainly hope not. I hope you're following along and I'm not just talking. I know I'm mostly talking to myself here, but you know what? It's wrestling. I like it. Why not? Once again, it is machine versus human. Steel versus flesh. Power versus skill.
And her opponent, making her returning from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, accompanied by Emily Nagasaki. Ladies Blue, Jessica Kidd.
Emily Nagasaki, unfortunately, not making the cutoff for the Natsu Taikai this year. Jessica Kidd, I believe, only just barely doing so. Jessica coming into this match, 30 and 30 in her AWL career, plus minus 0. Emily Nagasaki, also of AWL Hontai, 20 and 26. So yeah, not making the cutoff this year, maybe next year. Let's find out what happens right here. It's going to be the powerhouse of the Augments versus the Scientific Wrestling, going straight for a double wrist lock. Very World of Sport this. From the woman who introduced World of Sport style wrestling to the Animated Wrestling League, second generation British professional wrestling star, Jessica Kidd, late of the Empire, not the United Empire, but the Empire, surviving when that faction was forcibly disbanded. She and Emily Nagasaki came together as UK Gen 2, two second generation British stars, and immediately looking for the Kaiju Crash. We've seen this as a pattern now. Kaiju sidestep of the Kaiju Crash. Love it. We've seen this pattern now a couple of times throughout this opening round of the tournament. Wrestlers going for their finishing maneuvers very, very quickly in order to hopefully pick up a quick win and keep their ring time to a minimum. Project Kaiju pummeling Jessica Kidd in the corner, running across the hypotenuse of that 20 by 20 foot ring and doing maybe serious damage to her battery life. Project Kaiju, the last augment standing in the tournament, roll through again, back to that double wrist lock. But an immediate counter, and a skillful one, I will say, for the augment. Critical suplex, attack. Whatever works here, I think. Great escape at less than 3, and that's all you have to do. And this is exactly the match that... wait a minute, Emily Nagasaki now getting involved here. Bit of distraction. Disqualifications are in effect. Any physical contact will result in a DQ, and Jessica Kidd's elimination from the tournament. Escape from the fireman's carry with about 7 minutes 45 seconds on the clock. A low cross body block, but effective. What are we thinking here? We're thinking Kaiju. No, I thought we were thinking Kaiju Crash out of the corner, but instead German. No, boom! Nasty looking kneeling clothesline. What is? Oh, wait a minute. And once again, Emily Nagasaki, but this time Emily not getting... Oh, chop block! Chop block on the distraction. Dragon Screw Leg Whip as a counter by the Augment. Frankly, I'm not entirely sure I want either of these two advancing at this point. Collar and elbow, trying to maintain some kind of control of the territory here, the physical territory. Not as important in tag team wrestling. Kaiju Crash! He's Satsuwaza, Kaiju Crash, the referee distracted. Emily Nagasaki again, distracting the referee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I don't like Dr. Jigoku. I don't like the augments. I don't believe in the mad sciences in professional wrestling, but that should have been a win for Project Kaiju. Absolutely, 100%. And now I think oh, for Christ's sake. Honestly, just punch her and get this over with. Emily Nagasaki trying to buy time for her partner. Don't think it's gonna work here. One last kick for good measure, and I think, yeah, Jessica Kidd is out of this. And rightly so. That was a disgusting display. Complete lack of sportsmanship by UK Gen 2.
Here's your winner, Project Kaiju!
I expect that from these two. I don't really expect that from the Brits. So one of the augments, at least, will make it to the second round of this tournament. And we're having our next... Is this the first time ever matchup? Let me double check while you're listening to the intro.
The following contest is a preliminary match in the Natsu Taikai Nissan Nizu Yongnan scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Veracruz, Mexico, representing the ladies of Lucha, Lupe Peligro.
And yes, I can confirm this is a first time ever meeting between Lupe Peligro and the upstart, the Puroresu Prodigy, the youngest champion in the history of this company, Wakazaki Ai.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Puroresu Prodigy, Wakazaki Ai!
Wakazaki Ai coming into this match. Let's take a quick look at the records here. Wakazaki Ai comes into this match with a career record of 12-8, ratio of +4, whereas Lupe Peligro, 23-16, ratio of +7, both women, former AWL Joshi champions. Lupe Peligro, a former Joshi Tag Team champion as well, the most recent former Tag Team champion. Collar and elbow tie-up. This is Japanese Puroresu versus Lucha Libre. A quick Eye of the Beholder there. Again, going for the big move early to minimize ring time. I do agree with that strategy, but so far tonight it hasn't been particularly effective. Everybody's pumped up, everybody's hopped up on adrenaline, with this being this huge opportunity to be the first ever winner of the Natsu Taikai. Natsu Taikai, of course, direct translation, Summer Tournament. Those are the words you're going to see on the belt when we finally debut it. Actually, you will have already seen what the belt looks like, because you hopefully saw the thumbnail of this video. Oh! Lupe Peligro waiting just a little too long. And Wakazaki Ai, we call her the Puroresu Prodigy because he's a true all-rounder. Eye of the Beholder, number 2. Front flip leg drop does not connect. She can do the dives. She's comfortable in the ring and out of the ring. I've seen her take matches out of the ring deliberately. The woman who ended the undefeated streak of Amy Wade, who will be returning to the AWL in the very next match. I buried the lead all bloody night, focusing on the action in the ring as I am wont to do. But in our next match, Amy Wade faces the reigning AWL Joshi champion, the woman who beat Wakazaki Ai for the title, Black Tiger Queen up next. And then Dragoness faces the traditional X at the end of an AWL singles tournament. Beautiful head scissor takeover by Wakazaki Ai, shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, of course. Wakazaki Ai in the red and white of the Japanese flag. Coming back from her excursion, coming back from her graduation, her high school graduation. She actually carried the AWL Joshi Championship into the gymnasium as part of her high school graduation. Had to get special permission from both her principal and from the local board of education to allow that. They did. Kick out by Lupe Peligro. Oh, missed with the spin kick, and the spin kicks of Wakazaki Ai have been known to win matches. Spear by the Knockout Queen. She's been known to win matches with that. 1, 2. That's what I love about both these wrestlers. They're so darn versatile. Lupe Peligro, she's got the spear, she's got the dives, she's got the springboard drop kick that she's used to knock people out. She's got the running super kicks as well. Now a little bit of an insult here to the young upstart. Wakazaki Ai, she's got that Wakazaki lock submission, she's got the Eye of the Beholder, and of course her deadly spin kicks as well. Jumping knee, she's almost a Jumbo Tsuruta there. Don't know how much of a Puroresu influence there is in the Lucha Libre of the Knockout Queen from Veracruz, Mexico. Irish whip off of the ropes. Rolling elbow, rolling uppercut, I think that was supposed to be actually. And the belly-to-belly overhead release suplex! How much strength does it take? I mean, granted, a belly-to-belly is a lot of technique, but it's a lot of power as well. Especially on a smaller opponent, but you don't necessarily have the low center of gravity. Cover for 2. Wakazaki Ai able to get her shoulder up before the final and fatal 3 count could be registered, but she did not fully kick out of that. A second belly-to-belly. Oh, great! You heard that snapping chop down on the shoulder blades, right on the collarbone. A whole bunch of nerve clusters there in any human body. Wakazaki going to fly. I heart wrestling as well, my friend. Drop kick, Speed Star style, all the way down to the floor. The international announce teams scarpering, realizing they are in the danger zone right now. I'm here at our socially distanced commentation station, where it's nice and safe, so I don't have to worry about that. 5 minutes and change now. You're going to be hearing the time call in just a second. We've yet to hear the 3-minute time call in this tournament so far. All of our wrestlers tonight have performed absolutely outstandingly. Spin kick, this time it connects. And that could be all into the cover. 1, 2, no!
Open kick, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
The time call not interrupting the count, as it would be unnecessary had that been a 3. Another spin kick. The incredible flexibility of this young woman is just impressive. Turning her body into a literal whip. 1, 2, kick out. And that was a proper kick out. That was a kick out with some authority. Lupe Peligro more in the tank right now than Wakazaki Ai, I'm afraid to say. Lupe Peligro, the only member of her tag team to be in this tournament. Joya only barely escaping the Botchamania danger zone last season, the other lady of Lucha. And leg drop. Rolling out, Wakazaki Ai having to rethink her strategy here, and she's got a good strategic database for someone so young in their career, only about a year pro, and already a former AWL Joshi champion. Never underestimate the Wakazaki Ai. The Knockout Queen looking for that springboard leg drop, but she needs Wakazaki to be standing for this. Springboard, drop kick, springboard, drop kick. And even if that's not a knockout, that's going to be a 3. 1, 2, 3. Big win for Lupe Peligro in the opening round of the tournament. She will face Project Kaiju in the next round. And now things are going to get interesting.
Here is your winner, Lupe Peligro.
A lot of professional wrestlers need to take time off after a big match just to get their head on straight. For the first time since losing her first ever match, Amy Wade returns to the ring and faces a fellow undefeated champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a preliminary match in the Nazi Tight Card, Nise Nijiryonen. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo. She is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champion Black Tiger Queen.
The leader of the Black Tigers has accomplished something that Amy Wade never did. Tigress 2 belts, the Joshi singles and tag team champion, only the second ever double champion of those specific championships in the Animated Wrestling League. The first was Akira Merune, who has already qualified for the quarterfinals. But remember, this woman, Black Tiger Queen, she has held the AWL Intercontinental Championship, cashed that in to become the Joshi champion. That makes her a Triple Crown champion in the AWL. And she has yet to taste defeat in singles or tag team action here in the AWL, looking to become a Grand Slam champion. Meanwhile,
and her opponent making her return to the Animated Wrestling League. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the true Toronto Star, Amy Wade.
A career-beginning undefeated streak of 29 victories, the longest in the history of the Animated Wrestling League, compared to Black Tiger Queen, who enters this match with 15 wins, just over halfway to the record set by Amy Wade. She has lost only one professional wrestling match. That was to Wakazaki Ai when she lost the championship, plus 28. We haven't seen her since. This is a clash of the Titans, and the undefeated streak of the Queen has never been in more danger. I've said it before, if you were going to build a blueprint of the perfect professional wrestler from other sports, you would create the three-sport athlete out of the University of Toronto, Amy Wade. Bodybuilding, gymnastics, and kickboxing. That's her background. And can you imagine a better professional wrestling package than that? And there we're seeing that kickboxing background with the flurries of strikes that Black Tiger Queen has not dealt with. Black Tigress has already competed in this tournament, has lost. And wait a minute, going for the Black Tiger crash! Right off of the top. That inverted Black Tiger bomb for the 1-2. Kick out. Amy Wade, looking to become a Triple Crown champion. She has held the Canadian National Championship. She has held the AWL Joshi Championship, never held the tag team titles. However, a sleeper hold now, looking for a quick submission to end the undefeated streak in an admittedly anticlimactic way. We have got a few wrestlers, Yin, Black Tigress, Dragoness, Akira Merune, and that's it, looking to become Grand Slam champions. If we get a Grand Slam champion at the end of this tournament, it will be only the 6th Grand Slam champion in the history of the league. Male and the first female, obviously. 8 minutes remaining now. Amy Wade, from what I understand, has apparently not let up on her athletic training, but she needed some time away from the ring after not only losing, but losing to a literal child. Still in her seifuku, still in her school uniform. That was embarrassing for Amy Wade. But we have not forgotten her. Akira Merune has still been using the most Canadian hold as an insult to Amy Wade, wanting the rematch. that she never got for the Joshi Championship. And of course, we're going to be talking about Wakazaki Ai. That's the fact that she beat Amy Wade, ended that undefeated streak. That's going to be a talking point of Wakazaki Ai's career for the rest of her life. Amy Wade could pick up a similar accolade, ending the 15-match undefeated streak of Black Tiger Queen, and there's no backup here. Black Tiger Queen may be out of arrogance, I don't know. I've been told that the male Tigers, the male Black Tigers, are in the building, including Knight's Tiger, who lost his mask in War Games 1, 2, at the season finale. It was Máscara contra Máscara, Lucha de Apuestas. I've not seen him. He's been wearing that presentation gear of his. He's been wearing that Knight's helmet ever since he got out of the car. He's backstage right now. I had hoped he would be accompanying one or both of the Black Tigresses in this tournament, but we'll see what happens going forward. Amy Wade actually getting a Black Tiger one-on-one. A rare opportunity for the true Toronto star back home. And looking for the most Canadian move in all professional wrestling, it's the Sharpshooter! No argument on what the name is when it's done by a Canadian. Face first, into the knee. And again, those knee strikes, elbow strikes, punches, kicks. Amy Wade, not a high flyer, but the elbow drop from the top. Vintage Animated Wrestling League. Oh, dang! Amy Wade losing her grip, and that is lack of ring time. That's the ring rust. I was worried about this. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to put it out in the universe, but now that we're seeing it, professional wrestling is a very specific set of skills. I don't know if Amy Wade has been getting into the ring in a gym somewhere, but there's nothing for professional wrestling like professional wrestling when it comes to that ring rust effect.
Double
underhook, Black Tiger crash! Right through the time call, crashing through the time call for the 1, 2, no! Amy Wade able to get one shoulder and only one shoulder off of the mat in time. Or an elbow. Okay, now this is interesting. I was not thinking the Black Tiger Queen would be able to woman handle Amy Wade like this, but I think she is. Going up to the top rope, big splash, top rope splash, straight to the cover, deep hold of the far leg for the 1, 2. Amy Wade tastes only her second loss in her career. The undefeated streak of the leader of the Black Tigers continues.
Here's your winner, Black Tiger Queen!
Now the question becomes, how will Amy Wade bounce back from this kind of a loss? By AWL custom and tradition, the final slot in a tournament is reserved for a debuting wrestler. The question is, who will it be? But there couldn't be a better possible opponent.
The following contest is the final preliminary match in the Natsu Taika Nisen Nijiryonen. Scheduled for, stay with me people, one fall! Introducing first, making her way to ring from the greater Toronto area, the daughter of the dragon, Dragoness!
Since the earliest days of the Animated Wrestling League, the Dragon line have been the guardians of the gate. Dragoness's father, the original AWL Dragon, our first ever champion, was the man who always brought in the new talent. He was always their first opponent. That's what kind of led him to his new job as the head trainer at the dojo. He called it the Dragon Debut Series. Tonight, the Dragoness Debut Series continues as the Dragon Fire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. We now await only the identity of the 16th and final woman to enter the AWL Natsu Taikai. I think I've heard that music before. Oh, yes!
On her opponent, making her AWL in-ring debut, fighting out of the Unified School of the Tiger style, Shin Tiger Dream!
We first saw Shin Tiger Dream making an impactful entrance to the league at the season finale last season, season 22, night 1, helping Spring Tiger attack the Black Tigers literally out of the shadows. She also seconded Spring Tiger in her unsuccessful challenge for the Joshi Championship. But it looks like tonight we'll see what this newest member of the Unified School of the Tiger style has in the ring. A 10-minute time limit, last preliminary, bang the gong, we are on. Dragoness immediately going for the Dragoness drop. Rolls through, leans back, 1, 2. Unable to get the 3 count. That would have been about a 10-second wrestling match. Dragoness not knowing what she's dealing with here. That's the problem with being that number 15 slot, is you could be dealing with anything, anyone, any style, any technique. Let's see what Spring Tiger has here, going for a traditional Tiger suplex hold for the 1, 2. Excellent bridge there as well. Truly a studied member of the Tiger style. Going up now. Oh, twist and Tiger salt off of the top rope. Moonsault's, of course, a cornerstone of the Tiger style as well. The original AWL Tiger Mask 1, was the first person to ever do a moonsault in the AWL ring, believe it or not. Diving tope by Dragoness, the dragon taking flight. Going outside, backdrop driver. 20 count. In effect, we've yet to see a count out or disqualification or a time limit draw in this tournament. I'm personally very grateful for that. I prefer it when we've got flat out winners, pinfall, submission, or knockout. Collar and elbow back into the wing. So far, Spring Tiger showing good technique, good solid crisp Tiger style technique, but not really showing a great deal of aggression here. Irish whip, bouncing off the ropes, manages to weather the storm. Oh, went for a drop kick, went for a drop toe hold, and nobody got anything. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, beautiful backflip kick into the corner, and looking for an inverted Tiger suplex, you might call that, a butterfly suplex also known. And here come the educated feet. Nasty looking spin kick. Going for the German. Is she going to try and chain the Germans together? Yes, she is. 1, 2. She's going to go for the hat trick suplex. Hat trick suplex, subtype German, connects. And back up to the top rope, another one of those twisting, no, elbow drop from the top, but there's no water in the pool. Dragoness able to get out of harm's way at the last possible minute, and a Tiger suplex of her own. Long history between the Dragon style and the Tiger style, and that is gonna piss, well, actually, I don't know if it's going to piss her off, because we don't know anything about Shin Tiger Dream's temperament. Dragoness drop countered and escaped. Oh, look at that great wrist control into the headlock, into the head scissors takeover. Goes for the cover, not going to get it on that exchange. Shin Tiger Dream showing us some excellent counter wrestling abilities as well. Dragon is taking a little too long to play to the crowd, I think, here. Now she's going for a power. Oh, Liger Bomb! Almost a gut-wrench Liger Bomb now. It is the summer of 2024. It is boiling hot outside all over the world. So we got some cool action here in the Animated Wrestling League, as well as our patented air conditioning system. Seriously, I'm pretty sure the AC is selling more tickets than wrestling at this point. 6 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for these wrestlers to get their business taken care of in and out of the ring. Referee's count not even at the halfway point of the 20. Well, that's not good. Shin Tiger Dream returning to the ring, allowing Dragoness to do the same. Traditional Tiger-style honor being displayed here. Vertical suplex up and down. Simple but effective delayed vertical suplex, occasionally known as the Davey Boy suplex. And now going for the Tiger Bomb, hits it. Traditional, original Tiger Bomb for the 1, 2. Shin Tiger Dream showing us that she has the basics of the Tiger style down pat. We'll have to await word from, what's this gonna be? Oh, a bottom rope moonsault, very impressive, and it was, okay. That's 1, that's 2. Shin Tiger falls for 1, 2, 3. In 5 minutes and 5 seconds, Shin Tiger Dream picks up her first ever win in the Animated Wrestling League, advances to the quarterfinal of the tournament, and now the rest of the world knows to watch out for the new Tiger in the block.
Here's your winner, Shin Tiger Dream.
And with that, our 8 qualifying matches, our preliminary matches, are concluded. We are down to the Elite 8 in this single elimination tournament, and here they are. Akira Merune, Maxi Impaler, Yin, Heidi Howitzer, Project Kaiju, Lupe Peligro, and it's going to be Tiger on Tiger, Black Tiger Queen, Shin Tiger Dream. I can't wait for that, but we're starting with technical skill versus raw power.
The following contest is a quarter-final match in the Natsu Taikai Nisen Youngmen, scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Shinda Akuko. From Tokyo, Japan, the mistress of 1,000 moles, Akira Merune.
And now that a lot of the tag team partners have been eliminated from the tournament, I think we're going to start seeing more people showing up in the corners of their friends, their partners, or in this case, I think their employers, or handlers. I'm not entirely sure how this relationship works, but Dominant Submission, represented by the Mistress of 1,000 Holes, Akira Merune. Yeah, I know the camera guy focuses on Shinda Akuko because we're more scared of her, and we want to know where she is at all times. But it will be the Tokyoite who will be competing against an NWA champion.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the wasteland, they are the reigning National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, Max Impaler. An
outside champion, we do permit that. We have seen both the NWA World Television Champion and the Princess Tag Team Champion of Tokyo Joshi Pro around the waist of Maxi Impaler during their AWL career. Second round, things get a little more intense, the 15-minute time limit, as we build up towards the finale, the final, the grand final of the tournament, which will be a full title match length affair. Oh, huge waist lock into almost an Uranagi, as Maxi Impaler using their power, asserting their authority in that ring. As we're going up here, early 30 seconds, Max is not a high flyer, but whatever that was supposed to be, they hit it. 1, 2. Max the Impaler, an absolute cannonball, a true nightmare, non-binary or otherwise, coming off of the top rope, crushing the sternum, I think, of Akira Merune, the first ever AWL Joshi champion, one half of the first ever AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions. Facing off against one of the more recent Tag Team Champions of the Animated Wrestling League. And of course, the innovator of the Wasteland Scrap Cage. The Wasteland War, and now elbow drop from the top. Hits nothing. Of course, these matches are contested under traditional Animated Wrestling League rules. So maybe that plays in the favor of the far more experienced Akira Merune, and the Goozle, the most skilled technical wrestler in the world. The only one who can actually use a Goozle as a submission hold. I've seen her tap people out, pass people out, and goes right back to it. And that's what I kind of like about Akira Merune. If something doesn't work, she doesn't immediately give up. She'll switch holds when she needs to, but that incredibly thick neck of Max the Impaler, saving them at this juncture, I believe. 13 minutes left in the bout. Massive power slam, and that's the difference. The Mistress of 1,000 Holds is going to go for a submission. Max the Impaler, they are going to go for the raw power, over the shoulder power slam out of that military press position. Into the cover. 1, 2. We do have a possibility of Wasteland War versus Wasteland War in the semifinals. If Max can win this match and Heidi can win her match against Yin, they'll be coming up next. We've seen those two wrestle before, with Max the Impaler usually coming out on top. Double leg takedown. Now that Amy Wade is back in the Animated Wrestling League, it looks like the Mistress of 1,000 Holds still wants her rematch. That's not going to work there. Big boot as Shinda Akuko coming in as a distraction. Japanese arm drag with a little bit of an emphasis. Into the cover. What do we have here for the 1, 2, 3? Arm breaking arm drag. Takes down the Impaler. Akira Merune advances and is our first semi-finalist. She will face either the Warrior from the Light Side or a Warrior from the Wasteland.
Is Akira Merune.
Max the Impaler looking dejected on the outside of the ring as Shinda Akuko celebrating with her boss access to the semifinal. Yin, Heidi Howitzer, Clash of the Generations in the Animated Wrestling League, and we are not wasting any time here, folks. We are jumping straight into it. Yin and Yang on their way.
The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the Nazi Taikai Nissan young man scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Yang, fighting out of the Human Psyche. One half of the original tag team, Yin.
Yin coming into this match having wrestled one of the longer matches in the opening round at 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Her opponent, Heidi Howitzer, less than 3. That's how long it took Heidi Howitzer to win her match. 2 minutes and 56 seconds, it looks like, if I'm reading that right. So, fatigue going to be a factor. These wrestlers are not being given a lot of time to recuperate in between matches. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And Yin coming in with a bit of a disadvantage there. Once again, the Wasteland War Party represented in the Summer Tournament.
And her opponent, making her way the ring from the wasteland, accompanied by Max the Impaler. One half of the Wasteland War Party, Heidi Howitzer.
Now that's what I call camaraderie. Max the Impaler, eliminated from this tournament literally seconds ago, still showing up to support their tag team partner. Even though Max cannot win the tournament themselves, Heidi can still bring the red leather of the Natsu Taikai Championship back to the Wasteland. That is what we call camaraderie. 15 minutes on the clock. Bang the gong, we are on and going straight into a twisting tombstone pile driver. Into the 1, 2, and again, that would have been a 10-second match. All of these wrestlers going for the big moves as fast as they can because they want those short matches. They want to reduce their ring time and save themselves for later in the tournament. It's great strategy, and it makes for some exciting wrestling. Now, wait a minute. Yang casting the spell there. The shadow walking. Now, wait a minute. Max the Impaler now up on ringside. Remember, no physical contact permitted. Drop down. And wait a minute! Max pulled them over the top rope! What?
Here's your winner as the result of the disqualification. Yin!
Referee saw Max the Impaler pull Yin over the top rope and called for the bell. Well, that was the match.
The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the Natsu Taikai Nisei Nichijounen scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Project Titan and her creator, Dr. Shigoku, fighting under the laboratory, representing the augments, Project Kaiju.
The time of the fall in our last match, 43 seconds. A massive screw-up by Max the Impaler ending the tournament of their tag team partner. Yin advances to the semifinals. I know, it's not the most satisfying thing in the world, but it's a good call by the referee. And either way, the referee's decision is final and sacrosanct. We move on to our third quarterfinal bout. The last augment surviving in this tournament. All for Dr. Jigoku Subite, Jigoku Hakase no Tameni. The Canadian national champion Project Titan already eliminated in the opening round. Project Kaiju defeating Jessica Kidd of UK Gen 2 in order to advance this far in the tournament.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Veracruz, Mexico, accompanied by Joya, representing the Ladies of Lucha, Lupe Peligro.
Lupe Peligro defeated Wakazaki Ai, one of my favorites to win the whole tournament, quite frankly. Busting my bracket, don't know about you, well, we didn't announce the bracket, so you didn't have one, I'm assuming. Lupe Peligro, a statement win to get into this round, now has to conquer a giant monster. And she's got 15 minutes to do it in. And has to keep watch for the augments on the outside. The drop kick barely even staggers the giant, does not take her off her feet. Project Kaiju, STO. Space Tornado Ogawa there for the takedown, the first takedown of the match, and another one. Pick him up and drop him down as many times as it takes to keep them there. Again, Going back up to the top. Uekara. Frog Splash! A warrior's weapon for the 1, 2. Big froggy splash off of the top rope. Lupe Peligro has been in complete control of this match so far. Belly to belly overhead release suplex on a super heavy weight. Lupe Peligro reminding us just how much of a force she is in the AWL Joshi division. 1, 2, kick out. Chants of women's wrestling echoing throughout the AWL Battle Zone in the Greater Toronto area. And now Lupe Peligro does seem to have the measure, does seem to have the solution to the problem that is Project Kaiju, as Project Kaiju traps herself in the corner but makes an escape. 13.5 minutes remaining. This well out of contention for any chance of being the shortest match in the tournament now. Coming up next, we have Black Tiger Queen. Hang on, cover here. 1, Black Tiger Queen versus Sheen Tiger Dream. And I've just had that confirmed through my earpiece, headset, whatever you want to call it. That match will be officially rated in the Tigers War. The 21st match of the Tigers War taking place tonight. And a nasty spear by Lupe Peligro, who loves the springboard dropkick. That's her favorite knockout move. She's going to hit it. Yes, she does. She gets the height as well. Project Kaiju draped over the bottom rope. Lupe Peligro has to move her out of the way. Lupe Peligro with an opportunity, but is that too close to the ropes? Referee in position. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Knockout with the springboard dropkick from the Knockout Queen. Unbelievable. That is what we call fighting spirit, ladies and gentlemen. There was that knockout blow.
Arizona, Lupe Peligro.
The ladies of Lucha celebrating as they advance to the Final 4. Tiger on Tiger. Doesn't get any better than this.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall in the Tigers War. And it is the last quarterfinal match in the Natsu Taikai Nissan 24 Nen. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the Black Tiger Dojo. She is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champions, accompanied by Night Tiger, Black Tiger Queen.
And there you see the records of the Tigers War. It is all tied up coming out of the finale, and there is Knight's Tiger following the Queen. He is going to have to remove that helmet. We will see his face. The man who lost Lucha de Apuestas Máscara contra la Máscara on the same night that the Queen won that tag team title that she is holding up above her crowned head. You know, okay. He's not that bad looking, I guess. Another first time ever match in the Natsu Taikai.
Her opponent, making her victory, representing the unified Super Tiger style, accompanied by Green Tiger, Sheen Tiger Dory.
A little bit of heartbreaking news. I took a look at the record. If Spring Tiger had won the championship at the season finale, she would have qualified for this tournament. As it is, she's just here as backup, as the counter to Night Tiger, in case, if and let's face it, when the Black Tigers decide to pull some shenanigans. Sheen Tiger Dream defeating Dragonex, one of the top stars of the Joshi division, to get into this contest. And now the win streak of the Queen on the line. You can see the face of Knight's Tiger revealed for the first time in the background there, and a Queen's Suplex, also known as the Ocean Cyclone Suplex, after the Queen of Professional Wrestling, Minami Toyota. A stomp away on the elbow as well. Tiger Dream getting back into the mix of it as we realize that this is going to break the tie going into next season. There will be no Tiger on Tiger violence as far as no, there won't be. There'll be no Tiger on Tiger violence going into the Forge the Four tournament. Off of the ropes. And, oh, swing and a miss. Taking a little too much time. Black Tiger crashes. Knight's Tiger, the maskless Knight's Tiger, looking on. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5 by Sheen Tiger Dream. Collar and elbow. Rising knee strike. Into a standing corkscrew Tiger Salt. And now going for a pile driver. Jeez. And now maybe thinking that twisting Tiger Salt hits those. Twisting star press into the cover. The referee slow to the count. 1, 2. A fraction of a second for Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family to get into position. The difference between victory and defeat. Knight's Tiger celebrating the lucky win there, the lucky survival of the Queen of the Black Tigers. And now she's thinking Tiger Suplex. Does not hold for a bridge. Black Tiger Suplex. Pulling up what is left of Sheen Tiger Dream. Isatowaza. Black Tiger crashes. 1, 2, 3. The Black Tigers currently control 3 championships. And they are in the lead in the Tigers' War.
Here is your winner, Black Tiger Queen.
And that is the face of Knight's Tiger revealed to one and all. They scurried him out of the arena to deny the Unified School of the Tiger Style a true victory at the season finale. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Black Tiger Queen still in the Natsu Taikai. Akira Merune will face Yin in our first semifinal. Lupe Peligro challenges the Queen after that. 2 great veterans of the Joshi division. Starting us off in the penultimate round.
The following contest is a semi-final match in the Natsu Taikai Nissan 24-man Civil War 1 Ball Introducing first, accompanied by Shinya Akuko, fighting out of Tokyo, Japan. The mistress of 1,000 hoes, Akira Merune.
Let me be clear about this. I am not upset that Shinda Akuko is accompanying Akira Merune because you know that Yang will be in Yin's corner, and this is just going to keep it even up. I'm actually not worried. I'm worried, but I'm not upset that dominant submission of the Joshi Tag Team division are in this match together. We're still waiting for the final announcement of who will be in the Forge the Four tournament. There's a good chance we are going to see dominant submission in that affair. The woman who was the origin of the Joshi division versus the first woman ever hired by this company.
And their opponent, fighting on the right side of the human psyche, accompanied by Yang, one half of the original tag team.
I know it's so weird to be hearing Yin and Yang, either of them being introduced for singles matches. It does happen. They've had a lot of singles matches over their careers, hence the difference in their win-loss records. But Yin advancing to the final 4 of this tournament. Yin came into this tournament, I will point out, as the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4 at the end of Season 22. Obviously, if she wins this tournament, she's going to jump up to number 1. But an upset win here. Now, I actually would call it an upset for Akira Medone to pick up the victory here, considering the role that Yin is on right now. Remember, Yin had a 43-second match in the quarterfinals, so she may as well have just gotten up from a nap. She's that rested. Semifinals have a 20-minute time limit, and again, in the event of a time limit draw, our second semifinal would automatically become the grand final of the tournament. And a quick cover here, 12 seconds in, 1, and a quick rope break. Interesting. Instead of a kick out there, and I'm pretty sure Yin could have kicked out of that, she goes for the ropes. 2 possibilities. 1, saving energy. 2, she might be hiding an injury that we don't know about. Anytime you're wrestling your 3rd match of the night, and I made the joke about the 43-second match, but 3rd match of the night, there's a good chance you picked up an injury somewhere. Maybe not a debilitating injury, maybe not a missed ring time injury, but something that says, you know, I would much rather just reach out and grab a rope injury. High flying leg drop, and she hits it all the way down to the floor. That is going to absolutely destroy her coccyx. That's why Hulk Hogan's in a goddamn wheelchair. Most of the time, I think he is, actually, now these days. Just over a minute in now. They're on the outside near that French-Canadian announce table where the French-Canadians have already run away. You know what? Don't blame them either. That's actually quite intelligent. Armbreaker to Yin by the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, going for her personal modification of the Juji Gatame. That's probably hold 11 or 12, I would imagine. Ooh! Face first into that protective barrier. 20 count on the outside, as in all AWL rules matches. Akira Medone going in and out of the ring. Classic AWL cat and mouse. That's going to reset the count. I don't know what she's thinking here. She's waiting for her opponent to get back in, I think. Believing that she has a better chance of victory inside the squared circle. I actually do agree with that. Shinda Akiko more the outside type. Ooh! Oh, what is this going to... Oh, a tarantula hold! Can't hold that for more than 5 seconds without disqualification using the ropes. But shades of Tajiri. And now going for that most Canadian move of Amy Wade's. Bam! Sharpshooter, Sasori Gatame, Scorpion Deathlock, call it what you will. It is one of the most dangerous moves in all of professional wrestling, synonymous with the nation of Canada. I've been practicing the sharpshooter myself for my eventual permanent residence and citizenship applications. Spinebuster, sit-out style. Not a lot of cover on the shoulders, however. 1, 2, and that is what allows the Mistress of 1,000 Holds to get up and out, and Yin making a huge mistake here, allowing herself to be distracted. Akira Medone thinking into position here. Yes, hits that waist lock. Inverted vertical suplex. Reverse vertical suplex, more accurately. Collar and elbow. Irish whip across the ring into what I may as well consider a neutral corner here, with Shinda Akiko and Yang on the outside, going back to the tarantula. Again, skirting the rules, but not breaking them, not holding that hold for more than 5 seconds. Irish whip across the ropes. Yin cannot capitalize. Yin is running out of energy here, I think. She's looking for the Yin spin. Can she connect? Yes, she does. Yin spins. Legendary spin kick combination. And now going, I think, for a sidewalk slam. No, a backbreaker. Grabs the leg. Gonna go for a second one. Takes Akira Medone on a tour of the ring. and puts her down right in position. Good ring awareness by Yin, looking for the full circle, connects! Full circle splash! 1, 2, no! Akira Merone just barely 2 9/10 gets up after the full circle. And now going for a Goozle. Back elbow escape by Yin. That's good. You want to break your opponent's guard. Getting close on that situation. Over the shoulder. Power slam. Connects. And Akira Merone flops down. One more full circle will do it, I think. Full circle. Splash. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The centrifugal force. Too much for the mistress of 1,000 holds. Yin is one of the first ever Natsu Taikai finalists. "20 years into your career, you can still pull off a 450 splash."
Here is your winner and our first finalist, Yin!
Yin and Yang celebrating as well they might. But the final boss of the Joshi division, do we dare give her that title? I think we do. Faces off against Lupe Peligro, and it looks like the whole army is out in force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the semi-final match in the Natsu Taikai Nisei Yonen. Introducing first by the American Mexico, representing the Rey Lucha Company of Choya. Lupe Peligro.
The jewel of Lucha Libre in the corner of the Knockout Queen. This is going to be a challenge. A KO drop kick, or spear, or running super kick might be enough. Just might be in her third match of the night to put down the Queen of the Tigers.
And her opponent, being accompanied by pretty much everybody. She is one half of the reigning Anime Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champion and the reigning Anime Wrestling League Joshi Champion, Black Tiger Queen.
The now maskless Night Tiger. The now whipless Black Tiger Justice, and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Giant Tiger, looming in silhouette as they will stand in the corner of the Queen as she looks to take one more step towards the first ever triple champion of the Animated Wrestling League. We have never had anybody hold not one, not two, but 3 championships at the same time. We literally don't even have an entrance for that as far as I know. I don't think we do. Eddie Kingston certainly didn't get one. And none of those titles were even from our company. Good look at the back of Night Tiger's head. Collar and elbow tie-up to start us off, and this is what Lupe Peligro is going to have to do. Use that deceptive strength of hers to keep the Queen off balance. Don't let her get up, or if you do, make sure you're ready to deliver another shot. Oh! You know, they say wrestlers hit very hard in very safe places. There's such a thing as too hard to be safe. Good grief. Leg drop. Doesn't connect. Let a swing and a miss on whatever the hell that was supposed to be. I think some sort of running cutter. Winner of this will face Yin in the grand final. It's going to be vertical suplex, brain buster. What is she thinking here? The Queen of the Black Tigers letting Lupe Peligro think about it before going to his traditional vertical suplex. All the blood rushing to the mask of Lupe Peligro. Going up to the top now. And huge splash, but no, Lupe Peligro able to get out of the ring, out of the way. This could be the end of the winning streak. 1, 2. Shoulder. She has never been pinned. She has never submitted. Right hand of the Queen. Irish whip. Off of the far ropes. Up and just drops her down. Doesn't even leave her own feet. Love it. Black Tiger Queen has proven invincible in the Animated Wrestling League thus far. Responsible for many of the now 11 wins of the Tigers War. Undefeated in singles or tag team action. Big splash. Is she thinking Black Tiger Crash already? She's been going to the well pretty frequently. Yes, she is. Hisatsuwaza. Black Tiger crashes into the cover. Can Lupe Peligro get out of it? Does she have enough strength left? The batteries are going to be down into the red zone. This is women's wrestling. This is marathon wrestling. Black Tiger suplexes. Or supplé if you're from Florida. Don't be from Florida. That's a bad thing to be. Reversal and, forearm strike right to the shoulder blades. That ring gear going to provide a little bit of protection there. Vertical suplex, simple but effective. Now looking to, very close to enemy territory, but looking for that knockout. Leg drop and the leg drop kick. Sorry, the knockout drop kick. She hits it. Springboard all the way across the ring. That had to be a good 15 feet jump. 1, 2, kick out. Going up, vertical. Gonna try it again. Yes, she is. Trying to disorient the opponent as much as you're trying to damage her, but very close to the ropes now. Oh! And the leg bouncing off of the ropes. That could be a difference maker. The Black Tigers do not give a crap about the safety of their opponents. Coming up with the one-armed power slam. It's 16 and a half minutes on the clock. I don't think we're going to need all of them. Swing and a miss. Right hand. Irish whip. Reversal. No! Ripcord. Short arm knee lift, I should say. Knight's Tiger knows he does not dare screw this one up. A disqualification could happen. We've already seen one disqualification in this tournament. Knight's Tiger better back off, or we might see another. AWL official Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family watching the Black Tigers like a hawk. As she continues the count, coming up to 7 now, as both competitors return to the ring, but only the Queen of her own volition. Black Tiger Queen going up. Not usually a high flyer. She does have that splash that she likes. No, she wants her opponent standing for this one. No! Shoulder tackle. Flying spear, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be a perfect setup for the Black Tiger crash. Lupe Peligro kicked out of it once. I don't know if she's going to kick out of it again. I don't think so. Into the cover. Hisatsuwaza. 1, 2, 3. Shuryo. Black Tiger Queen versus Yin. We have our final, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else. The Animated Wrestling League Natsu Taikai comes down to the light side versus the dark side.
And our second finalist, Black Tiger Queen.
I'll be honest, I was afraid of this. I was afraid Black Tiger Queen could sweep all 4 matches of the tournament. Now it's all up to Yin, and the title is on the line.
The following contest is the grand final of the Natsu Taikai Mixed Niju Yonden, and it is scheduled for one last time, Gunpowder! Introducing first, making her way to the ring on the right side of the human psyche, accompanied by Yang, who is one half of the original tag team, Yin!
16 wrestlers. 14 matches thus far, and it all comes down to two finalists, one champion. The winner of the Natsu Taikai will receive the 2024 Natsu Taikai Summer Tournament Championship belt that she will have the right to wear for 1 calendar year. Until the summer solstice of 2025, a quarter way through the century. That honor will be unique to them, and they will always be the first Natsu Taikai champion.
And her opponent being accompanied by the Black Tigers. She is one half of the Animated Wrestling League, Joshi Tag Team Champion, and the reigning Animated Wrestling League, Joshi Champion, fighting out of the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger Queen.
And I can tell you folks, we are guaranteed to have a Grand Slam champion in the Joshi division the very day it becomes possible. Yin and Black Tiger Queen have won the Joshi Championship, the Joshi Tag Team Championship, and the Intercontinental Championship. Tonight, they fight for the fourth and final element of the Grand Slam, a tournament championship. The last time these two met in singles competition, it was at AWL 424. It was for the Intercontinental Championship, then held by Yin, Black Tiger Queen, defeating Yin for that belt. But this is a brand new belt, the signature red leather of the Joshi division. Coming back for a third time, here we go. Raise it up, show the people! That is what we are fighting for. And that's where we are fighting right now. The final bell rings of this tournament before a victor can be crowned. Final opening bell at least, and 30 minutes on the clock, just as in any championship match in the Animated Wrestling League. There is no, repeat, no champion's advantage because there is no champion. Countouts, disqualifications. Nobody will win the tournament. It will all be a bust. I might not even post this. But in the next half an hour, one pinfall, one submission, or a knockout to decide the winner. Irish whip over the top rope and down to the floor. And Yin, you can see the exhaustion and concern from Hana Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, who, let's shout her out, this is the 15th match she's refereed tonight, and I don't think she's made a single mistake. Late on a couple of calls, but no massive errors. Coming up now, reversal of the over-the-shoulder power slam, able to leverage the Queen up. So the undefeated streak is on the line. Yin, I think at this point, mathematically guaranteed to be the #1 contender for the Joshi Championship. Especially if she wins this tonight, breaks that streak, becomes the Natsu Taikai champion. Roll through. Under the ropes, good call by the official. I don't like it, you don't like it, but good call. Accurate call by the official. The Queen broke the plane of the ropes. That's all you need to do in the Animated Wrestling League. Kick to the midsection. Black Tiger. No! Black Tiger Gatame! The Juji Gatame. Black Tiger Gatame. Going for the submission, or at least maybe trying to grab herself a minute to catch her breath. Again, 4 matches, 1 night. Is there any professional sport in the world where you're expected to do that? Irish whip off of the ropes. Missed time by Yin. That could be a fatal mistake. Sit out spine buster. Doesn't even bother trying to cover at this point. And wait a minute, Giant Tiger now getting involved. The Intercontinental Champion to a former Intercontinental Champion on behalf of an Intercontinental Champion. Royal suplex. Japanese Ocean Cyclone. No, thank goodness. This is women's wrestling, but Yin on spaghetti legs. Black Tiger crash! 1, 2, damn it! gods all, damn it! There will never be another first. There has never been another Triple Crown champion.
Here is your winner, Nissan 24年の夏大会優勝者、Tiger Creed!
Yushosha, Victor. The reign of the Black Tigers will continue in Season 23. Up next in the preseason, it's the Forge the Forge tournament. We'll see you then. Korede, Kimarida.